Hey YouTube, so I'm pissed. Ready to hear about it? I hope you are. Um, Pissed. So my surgeon's office is crazy. Like they lose things constantly. Like it's okay. So I think normal people, like when they receive a fax, I don't know, like put it where it belongs, right? So I would figure that when they get a fax about a particular patient, they would put it in that patient's file. And I would be so wrong, like completely wrong. So this past several weeks, I would say, I have had to call my surgeon's office just about every other day to say, did you receive that? And even when they say they do receive things, I can call later in the week and they'll tell me they have no idea what I'm talking about. And I'm getting really pissed off. So I don't know if I have been too nice when I've called. I don't know if they need me to get in there and figure out their filing system for them, but they gotta get it together. They're killing me. I'm irritated. So that's part one of my update. The other thing I want to share is one of those non-scale victories that I'm looking forward to. So I'm weird about how I fly. Like, it drives me crazy to get to the TSA line and people to not know what to do. Like, not have their liquids out, not know to take off their shoes, not know when to take out their laptop, stuff like that. Like, it's just irritating. And it's not their fault. Probably a lot of them don't fly very often, but I probably fly 6 to 8 times a month. So I have got my routine down. But that's totally not the point of what I was about to share. I don't even know why I'm going off on that tangent. But, so on this last trip, I had a layover. Not even a layover. I had one of those direct flights with a stop, right? And I don't like to go to the bathroom when the plane is in the air. So don't like squeezing down the aisle, but then there's also like something that freaks me out about flushing the toilet while the plane is in the air. I know that sounds really weird, but it just freaks me out. So I usually will try to avoid it if I can. So we were at the gate waiting for additional passengers to board, and they told us that we had time to move around, use the restroom, that stuff. So I went to the restroom. I was one of the first people in line for it, came out, and the plane was already boarding. So for normal people, that probably wouldn't be a big deal, right? Swim upstream, get back to your seat, whatever you gotta do. It was a big deal. I didn't fit by people, and a lot of the rows already had people in the aisle seat. So I couldn't step out. I had to squeeze by people, and it was a tight squeeze. I got some dirty looks, and I said, excuse me, I'm so sorry. Can I get by? I tried to stay out of people's way, but I got a lot of dirty looks, and it's one of those things, I probably would have been irritated too. I understand, but at the same time, I felt like crap when I got back to my seat. It was just one of those self-esteem destroying moments, and as I sat there on that plane, of course with my seatbelt extender, because I do need a few inches of it, trying to squeeze my arms in, take up as little room as possible, I just felt like crap. I wanted to cry, and even as, I got to the airport, we landed after that, got my luggage, got in the cab on the way home, got home, was trying to sleep. It was just really heavy on my mind. So for me, that's one of the non-scale victories that I most look forward to, is being able to fit comfortably in a plane seat, and not having it be a thing if I've got to swim upstream like that, if I have to get back to my seat and people are boarding. It sounds like a simple thing, but it's big for me. the other part of it was, so I had my birthday while I was on a business trip, and my boss was actually there with me. She's super fun. She's crazy. I love being around her. So she decided to take me out to dinner, and we went to this upscale place because that's her style. And I didn't fit in the booth very well. Like, it was okay. Like, I made it in, but I felt like I couldn't breathe. I felt like I was going to die. And that really seems to be the case with a lot of upscale restaurants, is the booths are just smaller. I don't know what it is. The booths are just smaller. It's different than going to, your neighborhood chain restaurant. So that's one of those other NSVs I look forward to. But I got to tell you, that whole plane incident killed me. And I told myself that was the last time I was going to fly on a plane at this weight. I told myself that I will get this surgery before I have to get on a plane again. So I've rearranged my schedule for the next few weeks, putting off some things that I don't have to do, and hoping that this insurance thing works out. I believe that once they finally get it, it will, but I guess getting it to them is kind of the nightmare right now. So that's where I'm at today. I also want to say I really appreciate those of you who have shared really candidly about your journeys and about some of the stuff that you're going through. It's encouraging to me to hear some of the stories about your non-scale victories and how things are going. It gives me hope that things will be different for me going forward. So I wanted to say thank you. I'm sure I'll be back soon with more updates. I better be back soon with more updates. And if that darn surgeon's office doesn't get it together, I might be back with names of people whose heads I've smacked together or something. They gotta get it together. So hope to talk to you all soon. Good night.